Hello.
Hello, hello.
As usual, we had a beautiful talk before our episode, which I love. I think the pre-episode is so exciting. And welcome to our episode number 55 or 6, I don't remember. And
Mhm.
we felt inspired because of everything we're experiencing in life, but the beauty of life as well, everything we're noticing around us, that the topic today would be very interesting to talk about time and how time actually uncover more insights, more tools, more understanding of where something would go. So, the saying, time will tell. So, let's dive deeper into it today and see how time is actually not against us, but can actually be our ally moving forward. Whether we
Mm.
talk about a job opportunity or a new job we're starting, whether we talk about a new relationship, romantically speaking, or whether we talk about a new friendship, um, I think that time can only be our ally. And sometimes we forget that time is helping us to shed light into more insight and more understanding. And sometimes we try to run against time in a world where we're so much in a modern society where faster is better, quote unquote. And we're trying to figure out things very fast. We're trying to get answers quickly. We're trying to decide right away. But time really helps us uncover more things as time goes. Um, I don't think time heals things. I think that people become more comfortable with the discomfort of something hurting you with time. But I think that time allows you to have more insights. Anyway, so would you like to start, Miriam?
Actually, I would love you to start if you want. Do you feel already inspired? Because to me, I'm
I
still
think, yeah, of
finding my
course.
way. Yeah?
I feel like I've already shared a little bit of the direction we were going here. Um, there's so many times in our life where we have confusion. We don't have the answers. We're wondering, what should I do? What should I not do? Right? And and the human brain often seek clarity. We feel safe in a clarity. We feel like, okay, if we know the absolute answer to it, then it's okay. If we know absolutely that what I'm going to do is the right thing to do, then I would feel okay. But that's an illusion, right? Because the only constant is change. And the truth that you hold now might evolve in a few years, or heck, in a few months from now. So this concept that life is constantly changing is something that often humans, and especially human brain, fights with it. Like, no, I want the absolute truth. I want to know and predict what's going to happen if I do da 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 da. I want to predict things, right? But when you look at nature and the environment and the world we live in, a plant, you never know in which direction it's going to grow. You don't know how many flowers they're going to get. You don't know
Mm.
how long is the span of the bee living in this life. You know what I mean? We have predicted so many things and have observed so many animals and plants around our life and nature in general to create a path of predictability. But the truth is, it's really possible that it just doesn't happen as we predicted it. It's really
Mm.
possible. And when you look at plants and when you look at nature around you, you never know how long it's
Mm.
gonna last. You never know how tall it's gonna become.
Mm.
Everything around us keep changing and evolving. It
Mm.
is a law. It
Mm.
is inevitable. And so when we lead our life and we face difficulties and choices to make in our life, whether it's with a job, whether it's should I continue with this date or not, with this connection romantically or not, whether it's with a friendship, you can only make a decision with what you have now. So let's say, oh my gosh, I had a great time with this person. Let's continue,
Mm.
right? And I've seen many people stopping the brakes because of fear of the potential future of being hurt. And I talked about myself too, right? In that,
Mm.
or or expecting clear answers from the other person from now on. I want you to promise me that you commit with me. I want you to promise me that you're serious about that. I want you that. I want you that. So there's like this desire to have clarity, but the truth is only time will tell. And that's why I want to talk today is that I realized with time that I made up a mind about something and I thought, okay, that's for now my truth. But as time evolved and as time grow and go on, you get to know more about the topic in terms, right? You get to know more about the person you're with. You get to know more about the person you're dating by spending more time with this person, quality time, or just time in general, like asking questions and getting to know each other. You get to know more about the job you are into. So there's this phase at the beginning, we call that the infatuation phase. And I start to realize infatuation is not just for romantic interest, it's really literally for anything that you're just starting, whether it's moving to a new house or a new town, whether it's starting a new job. Oh my gosh, everything is perfect. It's so much fun. Everybody is so welcoming. So na na na. Whether it's a friendship, starting a friendship with a person. Oh my gosh, this person is so nice, so listening and everything. And whether it's for the romantic interests. Oh my gosh, it gets me. He allows me, or he or she allows me to feel heard, seen, and everything. And so the beginning phase, what I call the infatuation phase, can make everything beautiful and perfect. And so that's why it's so important to let time reveal itself, because time will allow you to see what are the patterns going out of it. What are the true reality of a job moving along months after months? What does it really look like? Because time is what's going to show you what are the patterns out of time. You cannot find a pattern out of 2 weeks, out of 1 month, or out of the first times of the infatuation phase. Is when life gets into it that really allows you to get a better image and a better um, representation of what this person is, or what the relationship looks like, or what this job looks like. It's really with time, and time can look like different depending of your process. It can look for a few weeks, few months, few years. Few years, it's a lot, to be honest. If it takes you a few years to realize it, but I would say few weeks to few months, you kind of start getting a grasp of the patterns of you where you are in, so it gives you more answer. I'm gonna stop here, but yeah.
Okay. Yes, I think you mentioned already a lot of things, or you related already a lot of things towards the future, maybe. What came up in my mind was more the presence. So I was just talking to yesterday, I was talking to two of my aunts, and we were just talking about children, how they are so energetic. So the moment they come into a room, you immediately feel an energy, right? The energy shifts and it becomes lighter, more pure, more authentic. And like there's just there is love. There is something pure that you cannot describe. And we were thinking, why is that, right? Because if we come into a room, we feel already what kind of package does this person have, or is the person in a good mood or in a bad mood or whatever, right? um but with a child, you feel a light, kind of. And it's because they are in present mode, right? They only think about the right now, what they have, the moments, the what they are going to do. They treat everyone equal, every situation equal. They forget about things. So I think that is such a beautiful way to let things flow and evolve in a natural way. Because sometimes when we think too much about yeah, how we can influence time, I think
Mm.
we try to play God, kind of, and if we try to play God, this is not
So,
our nature. We there is something that is happening already around us, so the only thing that we can do is to find that present moment again, like a child. So I try to practice this really on myself whenever I have moments thinking too much about time, future, things that I want to plan ahead. Of course, it doesn't mean that you should never plan something. We are adults and grown, we should plan somehow, but like plan and release. Plan and release, don't be attached to the outcome. That is, I think, super, super important because the outcome we don't know. You plan your marriage, you don't know if you will stay married with the person. I'm sorry to say that forever, you don't know if you stay with your girlfriend or boyfriend forever. You don't know if you stay in your job forever. um so uncertainty is something that is there, but to create certainty
mm,
again comes from within, right? It's here So that's the only thing we can regulate, we can control the
Mm.
moment we have in front of us, the way we want to react towards what is happening, towards what time will bring. Because yes, 100% time will tell, 1000%. But what exactly will happen, we don't influence it, we cannot, but it will bring you so much strength if you create a sense of certainty within you, that you believe and that you think no matter what is coming, you will be okay, and you find a way with it, because if you think backwards, so this is the past, every time something happened that was not planned, that you structured before, did you survive it? Did it lead you to what was actually good for you? Did it lead you to something that was meant for you? Yes, I probably think so. I think even if you're right now in a moment where you still don't see the value of why the breakup happened, you lost your job or whatever, you will see in the future, but all you have right now is the present. So you're going to focus on the present, and you're going to have certainty that the future will happen in a way that is good for you.
Mm.
So I'm going to stop here.
Girl, no, keep going. It was so good, Miriam. It was so beautifully on point, and I totally agree with everything you said. Wow. Exactly, to focus back to the present, that
Mm,
future, have the faith and the certainty that the future will unfold as is, and that when that future will happen, it will become your present.
yeah.
And I love that. You're right. And focusing back to the present, I think is the greatest challenge for human mind,
Mm.
because we like
For,
to
for
think of the past,
adults,
but
for
especially for adults.
grown.
You're right, for adult, because when you're a child, we don't have yet the fears that are here, the trauma, the build up, and the past to make us have those beliefs today, right? So as an
Mm,
adult, you have enough experience to say, okay, now that it has happened in the past, I don't want that to happen. And now you start having fear and avoidance coping mechanism to not live that again. But when you're a child, you don't have any fears, quote unquote, yet. You know what I mean? You're right. So let us bring that this inner child in us, because the only true reality is present, like you said. And I love what you said is that I love to add that it's like if there's a renewal of moments. So every
mm,
new present is like if there's a new renewal. At that new
mm,
present that you find yourself, you are presented in a new canvas of who
mm,
you want to become, of what choices you want to make, of who you are as a person, of how do you show up in your day. Every new present moment is a rebirth.
mm,
So then when we choose something or a partner or a job forever, you might think to yourself, yeah, I choose that forever. The intention is there. That's what you're teaching me and you're telling me, Mariam. You can have an intention, but you don't have a guarantee of that's exactly what you're going to have, right? So
mm,
every new present moment gives you just new tools and insights of like, do I choose that again?
mm,
And consciously, that's what is forever at the end of the day. Forever is not the promise of a future that you haven't controlled yet. Forever
mhm,
is saying yes to that again and again and again every day,
mm, mm,
right? And so the only reality is the present. And I love that. And so time, like you said, you cannot play against time. You cannot strip it away. You cannot control that. Time allows you to just keep evolving and saying, in this new present moment, do I choose that again?
mm,
Right? And
mm,
so let us today's an invitation to stop fighting with time, to stop trying to control the future, to stop trying to guarantee us a future, because it's
mm,
an illusion, because the only reality is the present. So like you said, everything starts from within, to build this inner sense of certainty, okay? And to make peace that time will reveal what needs to be revealed.
mm. Let me think what else I can add to these beautiful insights already. I think that it's easier said than done. I think this is a topic that that touches a lot of people, especially the moment you feel you have responsibility. Uh, you think you have to figure everything out. If it's for your children, if it's for, I don't know, your partner. If you are a man, I think for men it's even more challenging because I think in a woman's nature, I think if you're very connected with yourself, with your female energy, I think it's in our nature to have certainty, no matter what is happening. Because we are, I believe that somehow a source of strength, the nourishing energy, right? And that has certainty, no matter what. So if you see your partner, for example, losing their job, a woman is the part that is keeping that energy and brings money back in only through believing in that person. So for a man is way more difficult. So I think men are way more challenged by that topic, because they need to plan ahead. It's somehow for a lot of, I'm not saying for every man, but a lot of men, and it's required for them to have a plan, to figure things out, to provide. Maybe that also belongs into the category of providing, thinking about time frame, certain situations, not situations, um, how do I say that? Steps that you have to cross in your life, that you have to pass. So these things are more challenging for a man. So maybe it's even more important for men to practice that certainty somehow, or maybe receive that energy from, like, from their partner, if they are in a relationship. And it doesn't even have to be a partner, you can also think about a mom, you can think about a sister, you can think about a female friend. Um, but I think if we have a resource, and I do believe certain energies have certain strength, and that strength of certainty comes from a female energy, which doesn't mean that a man cannot have it. um, so try to nourish that from the person where you feel that person has certainty, because I know from myself, the moments I didn't have certainty, I went to energy sources where I felt, that person doesn't think about time, doesn't structure their life to, I mean, structure their life, but is not attached to the outcome, right? Again, so I'm going back to this. So I'm trying to receive energy and to nurture myself from someone who believes in that. Could immediately it changes a feeling inside me. To me personally, it reduces the anxiety, the worries, the doubts, everything. So whoever brings that certainty into your life, and you can start easy with your mom, because I think a mom, maybe a dad, I don't know, um, like it's a source. If you have that kind of certainty around you, like nourish yourself, get it, become that child again in the moment, release the worries, the doubt, everything.
Mm.
You will not think about time, you will be in the present. So yeah, that was a
Thank you so much. Time has flown, so we're gonna conclude here. But I love that, and what you said inspired me to say everything you just said is the anchoring. At the end of the day, guys,
Mm,
we've got to learn to anchor ourselves, especially during the anxious moments, stress moments, uncertain moments. Doubt is definitely a beautiful theme in a recurring life. Um, to learn to be at peace with the uncertainty of the future, because your certainty is found in the present, right?
mm,
So to anchor yourself, and you said it, to resource yourself with the people and also with the source energy and the creator energy, to remind that yourself that you're exactly where you're supposed to be. And that with
mm,
what has been given to you at that moment, you feel safe with this direction you're taking or the decision you're making, and time will tell. Time will allow you to give you more tools to make a new evaluation and new insights about a given situation. But you've got to anchor yourself. We've got to learn to practice to be more. I know it, like you said, it's not easy, but to be more and more at peace and accepting that time will only tell what you seek as an answer. Now you
Mm,
must accept your current present, go back to the present moment, and learn from there. It's okay. It's okay. You've got a set of what you think it is. Perfect. Like you said before, plan and then release. We're not asking you to stop planning and just live in the present moment and never plan anything in the future. Plan and then release. So then
mm,
you say, okay, I have this direction. I plan to stay in this job for 2 years. Perfect. Then release. Then the new moment and present moment and time will tell you more. And then you really reevaluate. That's what I keep saying to my clients. You will reevaluate. You're not prisoner to your
mm,
plans.
mm,
If something truly doesn't align with you anymore as time evolves and tell you more insights, then you reevaluate. If actually the time allows you to say, you know what, I like this more and more, the 2 year plan becomes a 5 year plan.
mm,
Time will tell. Stop fighting against time. Stop trying to get your answer right now, right now, right now, and let time be your friend, your ally.
mm,
Ah, so beautiful. It's such a reminder for me, to be honest, as well. I don't know for Miriam, I think so too. But when I journal, I like to understand things, and I think we're really, really great at observing mentally and spiritually in our heart as well. But sometimes we are a lot in our mind and our head, and I think you can see that episode in 2 episodes away. Um, we talked about over awareness and sometimes overthinking it. And I think I often have to let go. I have to remind myself, Macy, you don't have the answer now. Time will tell. Let it
mm,
go. You will
mm,
know by then. Stop trying to overcomplicate it, overanalyze it, over try to decide it from what you know now. Time will tell. And your
mm.
emotion will also evolve as time goes. Time will
Yeah.
tell. Let it go. That, guys, allowed me such a relief of anxiety, like you said, of thoughts of stress. Like I don't want to live a life where I constantly overthink everything and be stressed about everything and trying to make the right decision all the time, all the time. No, I want to let life unfold.
Mm.
So beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you for your insights. That
Always.
was
Thank you for you as well.
beautiful.
So we're gonna conclude here. Thank you very much, guys, and we'll see you on the next episode.
Bye.